Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Metanoia Pujianti. I'm a student of English Literature 2018 in English Department, Faculty of Law and Language, Universitas Tugu Kupang, Unispang, Semarang. This video is made of the requirement of my final project undergraduate degree in Saksana Sastra, in English Language and Literature. So my final project is under the title An Analysis of the Teacher Strategies in Teaching English During COVID-19 Pandemic, a case study at EMSA School. My final project consists of 5 chapters. The first one, Introduction, and then the Literature Review, Research Methodology, Finding and Discussion, and the last one is Conclusion. Chapter 1. Education is the key of students to achieve their future. It means that teacher has the important role in the world of education. In nowadays, English is one of the world's largest or the international languages, and it is spoken by people with backgrounds in different languages and cultures. Writing is a skill that belongs to a language. Not only writing, but also speaking, reading, and listening is a skill that belongs to language. COVID-19 pandemic has changed the normal life of system learning from teaching and learning in classroom, but now it changed to be online learning. It makes teachers face a new challenge as they determine how to continue teaching effectively in the midst of this system change. The reason of choosing the topic is very few people use the study. The study does not focus on the perspective of the students, but instead on that of the teacher's perspective. And the third one, additionally, the case study is still new. The statement of this study is, the first one, what strategies did the teachers employ in teaching English during COVID-19 pandemic? And the second one, what are the reasons for selecting the strategies? And the third one, how effective are the selected strategies for teachers in teaching English? The objective of the study to describe the teacher strategies for teaching English employed during COVID-19 pandemic. Then to describe the reason for selecting certain strategies. And the last one, to formulate how the selected strategies are effective for teachers in teaching English. Chapter 2. For this study, there are 2 studies that have same meaning, but they were used by point of view of students, not by point of view of teachers. The first one is Ramat, in the title of Students and Teachers Strategies in Teaching English during COVID-19 pandemic. And then the second one, chapter 3, in the title of Student Perspective towards the use of Google Classroom in teaching and learning process. Review of related theory. The first one, teaching English to young learners. Students are frequently more enthusiastic and lively if the lesson or activity are interesting, but they feel unmotivated and are less able to keep themselves satisfied with difficult tasks or unpleasant learning. According to Cameron, who said that teaching that is the center on teachers' thinking and curriculum planning is still said to be insufficient. It means that teachers should be more creative to teaching their class. The second one, teaching methodology. Teaching methodology is a broader method that is used to help students achieve their educational goals or their future goals. Larson and Anderson claim that there are methods in teaching in foreign language. The first one, grammar translation method, direct method, total physical response, silent way, audiolingual method, such as Topedia, communicative language learning, and communicative language teaching. The teacher strategies are important for teachers to plan and implement. Technology also has a major impact on the current education system. And at the EMSA school, they were used WhatsApp, Google Classroom, and Kumo Space. Chapter 3, the research design of this study was using descriptive qualitative and the technique of collecting the data by interviewing and the procedure of analyzing the data using theory of Miles and Lieberman that consists of data collection, data reduction, displaying data, and conclusion. Chapter 4. There are two participants that researcher interview in EMSA school. The first informant is a 45 years male who has had experience teaching English Science 2013 and joined EMSA School Science 2019 as an English teacher in grades 5th and 6th of elementary school. And the second informant is a 32 years female, has had experience teaching English Science 2018 and has joined EMSA School Science 2019 as an English teacher in grade 5. The strategies that teachers employ in teaching English during COVID-19 pandemic. The first one, using various devices to explain the material and providing instruction on how to use the technology. This is the result of the interview. It can be stated that all of the informant taught the subject utilizing a variety of devices when teaching, like Google Classroom and Kumo Space. To providing instruction on how to use the technology, based on the result of interview, it can be concluded that all of informant giving explanation by Google Classroom. And then the reason of teachers to using this strategy is the challenging for teacher and the reason using the strategies. Based on the results of interview, it can be concluded that the challenging is about the technology and they should be more creative to attract or cultivate their attention to students. The effectiveness of this strategies selection is evaluating the student writing comprehension and the effectiveness, reminding students from the schedule, using online tools to provide the assignment and how to submit. It can be shown that they can improve their writing skill and there is a change in the score of the students. From the reminding student from the schedule, the informant remind the schedule from the lesson by updating in Google Classroom. Using online tools to provide the assignment and how to submit. Based on the result, teachers giving the assignment by Google Classroom and announced in WhatsApp group. The data display of an analysis of the teacher strategies in teaching English during COVID-19 pandemic. A case study at EMSA. The first one explain the variety of devices to teaching, provide instruction on how to use the technology or application, the challenging and the reason for teacher evaluating the student comprehension, reminding and using online tools. And this is the data conclusion. The conclusion is the research tries to conclude about the strategies that teachers employ in teaching English are by explaining the variety of devices to teach and providing instruction on how to use technology. like Kumo Space, WhatsApp, and Google Classroom. To answer the second problem, the reason of teacher choose the strategies is the teacher required to be more creative. And the third one, the research tries to conclude about the effectiveness of the strategies that the teacher selected of teaching English by evaluating the student comprehension of the material, reminding students for the schedule, and using online tools to provide the assignment and how to submit by Google Classroom. Thank you. I'm sorry about my mistake in my speech. Thank you.